To the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Huntley to throw. And right away, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Huntley. Looking sideline, incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. For Jerry Jeudy, this is why he was a first-round pick back in 2020. The route running, the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. To throw, Huntley. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Bradley Chubb drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back up.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jabari Zuniga. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Huntley. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return is Pettis. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 44, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 29. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Off the play fake. Huntley. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage. Williams will try again. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! That's caught. Jerry Jeudy from 8 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. It certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off down at the 2. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Huntley. This pass caught by Hamler. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by McManus is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
first and 10 at the 30.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Pettis now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Jones throwing for it. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Second and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Huntley. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Back to throw. Huntley. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw. Huntley. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And bulldozing his way through. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Back to throw. Huntley. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Pettis now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Off play action. Huntley. They'll roll him out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. He'll drop this down to Williams. Oh, a good move at the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Williams. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to throw. Mason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the gun, Mason. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot. He tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Huntley to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Huntley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Huntley. That's complete to John Ross. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, McCrary. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing on first down. Patton. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Patton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw, Huntley. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Huntley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll look underneath here for Love. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. To throw on 2nd down, Patton. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 44-yard